Episode 8: Why do trade protectionist wars cause wars? A trade war is an economic conflict arising from extreme protectionism in which states raise or impose tariffs or other trade barriers against each other in response to existing trade barriers. From the other side, trade barriers are when the government or any country uses intervention measures to reduce the amount of imported goods into its own country, or to reduce the amount of exported goods of other countries, with the most common objectives being done to protect domestic producers of goods, perhaps by taking measures that make exporters less able to compete with domestic producers. As Thapakarn Kamnansiri has said, international trade barriers this can be caused by many reasons, for example, differences in production factors and the environment of each country, resulting in different prices of goods in each country, discrimination that is characteristic of trade restrictions in each country, caused by trade policy, and the finances of each country are different, the financial and banking systems are different, the customs procedures are different for each country. The methods of trade protectionism in international trade. 1. Setting up tariff barriers is a method that has always been used. Countries often set high customs duties to prevent foreign goods. Customs duties generally have two characteristics, namely, 1. Single tariff, setting a single customs tax rate regardless of the product. That type will be imported from any country or exported to any country. 2. Double tariff is the setting of customs duties by each country being different according to the agreement they have with each other, which is discrimination in each country is not equal. As a result of the collection of customs duties, the price of goods imported from abroad increases, causing the amount of demand for that type of product to decrease, with consumers turning to consume products in countries that can be substituted, causing the industry that produces substitute products of the same type within the country to expand. 2. Product control is to control the export of products and control the import of certain products, so if you want to import or send to issue that type of product, it is necessary to request permission from the authorities first, or it may be specified. Import and export quotas for certain goods are maintained by controlling these goods, which has different objectives as follows: controlling export products in order for that type of product to be able to adequately respond to domestic demand, and to keep the price level of domestic products from being too high, controlling imported products, to correct the trade balance deficit, as well as to promote the production of domestic products in the initial stages to be able to compete with foreign products. 3. Foreign exchange control, by limiting foreign exchange, has the objective in order not to buy products that the government of each country considers unnecessary, or is of a type that the government has banned, or restrict imports. 4. Banning the import of goods from certain countries is the most severe measure in retaliation for trade, where the government of some countries may impose measures on the import of certain types of goods from certain countries. 5. Provide subsidies to industries domestically. It is to protect domestic industries to be able to compete with foreign countries by providing various tax privileges, such as reducing taxes on raw material imports, reducing transportation rates in special cases, providing credit at low tax rates, etc. Kajan Techapura has stated that the difficulty lies in the fact that trade protection policies are often tied to political nationalism, driving the policy from the nationalist political logic that comes out of the mouths of populist leaders. Nationalism, in order to mobilize the masses' votes, is often hot, strong, harsh, and collectivistic, rarely carefully screened with careful and cool economic judgment. The actual implementation of trade protection measures by politicians, therefore, is often done in a universal and excessive manner, causing more harm than good, and enough is enough. Trading partners often launch trade protection measures in retaliation with nationalist logic as well, so it is easy for disputes to arise over specific products and services. Will climb the ladder and escalate into a trade war, which results in everyone on every side being affected. According to the history of mankind, there have been wars both in the past and present with each other as a result of the benefits of trade, which will continue to increase in intensity, will eventually become World War III, with one of the main causes being conflicts of interests. In terms of economics, this third war will be a good lesson for humans to remember as an example that humans can study and use to develop new human thinking. In understanding that humans should have developing any potential, in order to live a life as a human being, as a noble animal as the term has defined it. Do you agree with this article or not? Next episode, why does the use of currency cause war?